What's up, guys? My name's Canaan Cox. I'm from Hendersonville, North Carolina. Just another singer-songwriter here in Nashville, trying to chase that dream. I'm from Hendersonville, North Carolina, not Hendersonville, Tennessee. It's just about 10, 15 minutes south of Asheville, North Carolina. So no one ever knows where it is. But I always say Asheville. My mom actually always gets mad at me. She's like, "You're not from Asheville. You're from Hendersonville. Be proud of where you're from." Oh, my main influence, don't judge me, but it's Hanson. I have 7 sisters, so a bunch of boy bands. I grew up with that. One of my oldest sisters, like Pearl Jam and that kind of stuff. But Hanson, they're soulful and R&B kind of vibe. And even their stuff today is phenomenal. But country music, I love Joe Diffie growing up. Anything Jason Aldean puts out, I've loved ever since his first single, Hicktown, way back in the day. But nowadays, like especially with the transition that country's taken. I mean, I just love like Gavin DeGraw, a lot of pop stuff, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and of course, you know, you can't go wrong with your Brunos and your JTs. So, but a little bit of everything. How would I describe my music? It's funny that I say that I love Hanson because I've had a lot of people, as soon as I say that, they're like, I can kind of hear it. If like Stevie Wonder and James Taylor had a baby, so like country, soul, pop, I guess. Is that weird to imagine Stevie Wonder and James Taylor having a baby? Probably. If Gavin DeGraw went country, there we go. I wish I wrote Billie Jean by Michael Jackson because it's just like, as soon as you hear those first like 4 notes, everyone gets lit. Everyone's just like, bah, 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 bah. I'm just like, that's what you want to portray as an artist. Like something comes like, oh, that's Canaan Cox. Balance my life. I mean, I go to the movies way too often. Luckily, I have Movie Pass. Movie Pass. If you don't know what it is, Google it. It's amazing. I just love cinematography. If I didn't do this, like I love being behind a camera, like holding a light. That, fitness, and meal prepping. If you follow me on Instagram, that's pretty much all you'll ever see me doing is music, working out, and cooking stuff. Songwriting, I think I wrote my first song my senior year of high school for a girl I was super in love with. And it was actually just a poem. How lame is that? It was a poem, and I got into college, and my roommate was like, "Hey, you should like put that to music." And so I did. And my dad always wrote. My mom's, you know, she plays in a band and stuff, and I've always been surrounded by that. But I personally hadn't, you know, written a song. But I did, and I liked it, and I enjoyed it, and I just kept continuing to play with the ideas. And I've actually never written a song that wasn't out of truth, like something that happened to me, and it's kind of a con in my life because it's hard for me. Like, all right, let's just write a song about mayonnaise today. I'm like, I can't. I have no connection with mayonnaise. So yeah, in senior year, and it's just been something I've done ever since. Well, fun fact about my songwriting, everything that's out there right now is solely me. I've actually only done 2 co-writes. Me and my dad write together, and he's got more of like that Conway Twitty vibe and more like the George Strait classic country, and so it's good. So sometimes he'll say certain things, I'm all right, that's cool, and we'll mix that together. He's got a couple lines here and there on In Coming Back. In the first chorus I think he wrote pretty much the first chorus. But as far as co-writes go, I think that's why I haven't co-written, or that's why I wanted to get into co-writing, is because I have a hard time writing stuff that's not personal to me. So getting into co-write and being able to put yourself out there and be a little bit more in a creative space. But it's been interesting, and we actually, you know, we've written 2 songs. Like I said, it's been hard. I mean, I haven't written a song in a little while. I mean, I had ideas, but not a complete full song until we did the co-writes. So it's been helpful. So I'm actually going to sing a new song that only a few people have heard. My dad and I wrote it. It's called Drinking to Forget. Really country AF. Can you put that in there? Hope you enjoy. The first round's gone, and I'm still sober. Pour me another, let's try it again. 'Cause I'm not drinking to get over, I'm just drinking to forget. There's not enough whiskey in this bar tonight. Too many No, I'm not drinking to get over. I'm just drinking to forget. My friends say I'm crazy. I'm losing my mind. It's got me thinking maybe they're right. What the hell, bartender? Just hit me again. 'Cause I'm not drinking to get over. I'm just drinking to forget. There's not enough whiskey in this bar tonight. Too many memories floating in my mind. All those lovely nights I hate to regret. No, I'm not drinking to get over. I'm just drinking to forget. There's not enough whiskey in this bar tonight. Too many memories floating in my mind. All those lovely nights I hate to regret. I'm not drinking to get over. I'm just drinking to forget. I'm not drinking to get over. I'm just drinking to forget. Mostly, I keep hearing that Just Me from my EP is their favorite, and I think it's more raw, it's rural, it's very like just a guitar and a steel in my vocals, and I think, you know, other than Stapleton, that's not heard a lot right now in country, so I think people are missing that, so it's kind of good to kind of hear that. But I think that's super cool in country music that you can have something like that, but then in the next song it's a little bit more modernized. But yeah, Just Me, and there's a music video up for it, but it's literally just me. That's the point of the song, and that's the reason we kept it acoustic. It's just me and a guitar. So, but yeah, that's the favorite. The video is actually from a true story. Like I said earlier, all of my songs come from a true event or something, and it was super cool to do the music video for it because we actually got to portray some other things that happen in real life that you couldn't really say in the song. And at the end of the video, this girl and I, we rekindle an old flame that should have been put out. I'm not a horrible person. There's a lot, if you knew, someone actually posted on the video and was like, what an a-hole, leaving the girl or whatever. And I commented back, I said, thanks for your view. Thanks for your view. I was like, if you knew the true story, you wouldn't say that. So it's just, you never know, perception of what's going on in real life, and how that story really ended up was, I was the victim, okay? I was the victim. But in that, yeah, so that's why I'm not a douchebag. Today I'm coming back, and I actually wrote this song on an airplane, and it's kind of inspired. My favorite show is How I Met Your Mother. And it was something that I was going through in life with a girl from college and I at the time. Like, I wrote this song. This song is like old. I wrote it like 4 years ago, and we've pieced it together ever since. But yeah, I was on an airplane and playing with different chord progressions on my iPad, and it just kind of came to me. It's called Coming Back, and How I Met Your Mother, if you've ever watched it, there's the whole Robin and Ted and Barney thing of they just keep coming back and stuff, and there's small little lines in there that reference the show. Coming back, the filming it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of running around, and we just wanted to capture that. Holy crap, almost fell over. I didn't fall over, but anyways, guys, back to my story. Run over Jenny's. We stopped at Jenny's Ice Cream and got some Jenny's Ice Cream. That was really fun. Like I said earlier, I love the cinematic world, so I actually for like 2 weeks, went around Nashville looking for locations of like where I wanted to film, what I wanted to do, and I wanted to have certain spots where just they had a different vibe. Like each part of the music video had a different vibe, and I just loved that part. I mean, I actually went out way like 2 a.m. in the morning to find cool spots that maybe we can film here, and like how desolate, how does the light look at this time. And I just love that kind of stuff. So the music video was fun shooting, but I actually love the whole process. I actually send out to the actors and my videographer, I was like, we need to be here at this time. The light is super good here. We're gonna grab a quick lunch here at 2, boom. And I love that aspect of cinematography and just of knowing that. So that was actually my favorite part, was just planning. Is that even a thing, being excited about planning? But that was a lot of fun just to put it together, so. Yeah, we get, because I was looking for a very specific type of a look, and I found her on a modeling agency, and she's in Nashville, and I actually messaged her and said, hey, I'm working on a new music video, would you like to be in it? And she goes, oh my gosh, I know your stuff, I know your music, I would love to. So that was super cool. But yeah, we wanted to have there's the fun stuff. It's about coming back as, we shouldn't be here, but I keep coming back to all of the great times we've had. So we wanted to keep it kind of cutesy in that first infatuated, first date, honeymoon phase. But then of course, you come back to other parts of the relationship. And so it's a very quick little bit in there of the music video of getting hot and steamy, so.
There's days that I wake up and I'm glad you're gone. It's hard to fall asleep lying all alone. This pillow that I'm holding close, you seem the same. It's your lips, your kiss, it's just driving me insane. We gave it all we had to try to make it last, but tick-tock, the clock was ticking and way too fast for us to see that we both did change. There we were playing the same old games. You're always on my mind. It feels like all the time, but I know it ain't right. But I keep coming back to the place we kissed, to the night that our lips first met. The feeling in my heart is now long gone. And I keep coming back to that moonlit night in a farmer's field where the stars were bright. Something in your eyes, but I try to forget, but I keep coming back. There's days that I break down and wanna call you up just to hear your voice again, and that be enough. But we both know where that road is gonna end, with our hearts feeling empty all over again. You're always on my mind. It feels like all the time, but I know it ain't right. 'Cause I keep coming back to our very first date, where we slow danced all night in the rain. Both thought that this love would never fade. Yeah, I try to forget, but I keep coming back. But I keep coming back. Well, I keep coming back to the place we kissed, to the night that our lips first met. The feeling in my heart that's now long gone.
last year, but are you writing for a new EP?
Yeah, we are writing and working for a new album. I want to release a new single, hopefully by summer, and just depending on where the music goes, I don't want to just release an album to release an album, but if I get a good 4 or 5 solid songs, I would love to release like a new EP by fall. So just trying to write as much as I can, get a good vibe for what's next, and then release it when it's ready.
And what is next? Like more touring?
Yeah, in the next couple months, April going up to Wisconsin for a while, and then June and July, music festivals, opening for some pretty cool folks, headlining some of my own stuff. It's just kind of crazy how it all snowballs. This time last year, I was serving food and down in Brentwood and playing like once a month at downtown, and it's like, hey, here you are a year later, and you're opening for the winner of The Voice. I'm like, what? Nailed it! Sorry, I kind of got off track there, but that's what's next for me. Just a lot of playing, a lot of booking, and just getting on the road. So, hey guys, I'm Canaan Cox, and thanks for watching Nash in Tune. If you're looking for my music, you can find me on iTunes, Spotify. If you don't have an iPhone for some reason, I don't know who you are, but you can find it on Amazon MP3 or Google Play. And YouTube, I've got a lot of music videos.